to another one of my YouTube videos. Today I'm going to be talking all about self-care for students. So how I practice self-care even in the busiest of times of semester, because I am approaching week 4 of semester, which is usually when all of the assignments pop up and I have all of these deadlines. So I want to share with you how I look after myself both physically and emotionally, because it's so important to practice self-care, especially for students. Only when you feel good can you do your best study. So without further ado, let's begin this video. The first way that I practice self-care as a student is to have one day off per week. So I know that for some people this might not be possible, but even if it's half a day, just give yourself time off and don't let yourself even think about study when you do this. I know myself, I had a day off yesterday and I really made a conscious effort not to think about the assignments I had due, but to just be present and have some fun. So it's usually on a Saturday that I have my day off, and I like to film YouTube videos, go shopping, hang out with family and friends, and I really don't like to overcommit to anything on that day. Like, I don't book myself out with appointments or with catch-ups. I just like to go with the flow and just enjoy the day, because it's also a good little way to have a rest. So that is my first self-care tip for students. Second tip is to separate your time into blocks. And what I mean by this is to really just separate different areas of your life into distinct time periods in a given day. So for example, I'll make sure that I don't do any university work after 7 p.m. and I like to keep that rule in place. I mean, sometimes I do work overtime, but I do like to set that as a little goal, because that way I can, wind down before bed and I'm not working too late into the night. And this is great, especially if you are up early studying. I mean, you don't want to study all day. You do need some time to yourself as well. So I like to, for example, start working at around 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. is my block off time. Then after that, I'll give myself an hour to work on Frenchy, which is my passion project, and it brings me so much joy. So I do separate those two, and the reason that I do that is so that I'm not multitasking. I know we really do glorify the multitasker in today's society, but it's important not to spread yourself too thin and to focus on one thing at a time. So if you're taking 3 subjects at university, you want to just focus on one at a time, rather than saying, okay, so I have to work on this assignment for audio journalism. Oh, but an email's come through for Frenchy, and I've also got to do a reading for writing and editing for magazines. I mean, that can be so overwhelming. So definitely separate your time into blocks. You'll be more present and you'll do a better job. Well done. Third and final tip for self-care is to have some downtime. And what I mean by that is setting aside some time in your day, either in the morning or at night, where you completely dedicate that to yourself and what you want to do. So, you might go exercising, you might read a book, a self-help book, or something that is really interesting to you. You might watch some Netflix. I mean, I love watching Riverdale. It definitely takes my mind off of all of my studies, and I usually have my downtime at night. I'll either read a self-help book before bed, or I'll watch some Netflix. I'll have a hot chocolate, my Loving Earth hot chocolates, which is so good. So yeah, just set aside some time in your day for yourself, because you deserve it. And it's really important just to reflect on the day and to let yourself process all of the information that has come your way, because we live in a 24/7 world. So it's important to just pause and reflect. There you have it. thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to click that subscribe button. Come and join the Frenchy fam and share this video with somebody who you might think will find this useful. So you might know a high school student, a university student, or a friend who's just really interested in study. I'd love if you could share this video with them or tag someone below. Thank you so much and have an amazing day. I'll see you very soon. Bye.